Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on this look right here. I wanted to do a more everyday fall makeup look for fair skin. So I hope you all enjoyed watching this. I've been missing YouTube for so long now. I have been super busy, but we'll get into that in the video. But if you do want to keep seeing videos like this, give me this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the little post notification bell. That way you know when I go live throughout the week. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Someone asked if I would do a skincare routine, like a daytime and a nighttime. So I'm going to quickly go over that. I'm not really going to do my nighttime skincare routine just because I think I'm going to do like a get unready with me video, and then I'll show you on that. But I'm going to show you kind of just like the main things, what I use and things like that. So I am very dry, but sometimes I can get oily just in my T-zone with different like foundations. The things that I use, and these have been working well for me. Maybe like 3 months ago, my skin just decided that it was going to like start hating me. And I have had to deal with, like, I don't know if you can see it, but it is like, it's red all up in here. There's texture, it's dry. It's not like a breakout, but it's like, I don't know. It's extremely annoying. So I really like these products. Like I said, these work for me. They may not work for you, but they are definitely worth a shot. If you do want to start taking care of your skin, you are never too young to start taking care of your skin. It is extremely important. That way you don't age as quickly, and you don't age as harshly as some people do if you do take care of your skin. So the first thing I'm going to show you is my face wash. This is from Bliss. This is the Fab Foaming 2-in-1 cleanser with exfoliator with bamboo buffers. I got this at Target. I know you can buy it at Ulta. I don't know about Walmart. So this is what the face wash looks like. Like I said, it does have the exfoliating things in there, but they are they like dissolve. If you are someone who doesn't like the exfoliating beads that don't dissolve, these do dissolve, so they're not gonna hurt your face. They're not gonna mess up anything of your pipes in your house, and some people had issues with that. But I have really been loving this stuff. The smell of this I love. Like, I don't know, I can't describe it, but it's really nice. It's an oil-free gel cleanser. And it's a gentle exfoliation. So I really do like this. I've been using this. I do this morning and night to wipe off my makeup. I should have went through these things first, but these two things, one is I think a little bit more expensive, and then one is not. So I'm going to show you both just in case you don't want to spend a lot of money on your skincare. I actually got this in my BoxyCharm. If you are not a member at BoxyCharm, I'm going to leave the link below so you can sign up. It is $21 a month, and you get 4 to 5 full-size products, like makeup products. It is always name brand. You never get drugstore products in there. So each box is way over $100 of makeup, and it's only $21 a month. But I'll put my link down below if you want to sign up for BoxyCharm. So these two things I use to take off my makeup if I have like a lot on, because this does a really good job of taking my makeup off, but sometimes I need to get kind of the first 2 or 3 layers off. So I use these two things. So the first thing that I use is Green Clean from Pharmacy. This is just a makeup melt away cleansing balm, and it just looks like that. It's just like this little kind of oily balm. It smells really good. It smells like lime to me. But you just put a little bit on your hands, rub it together, and just rub it all over your face, and you'll take off your makeup. Someone's texting me. So the next one is the Sephora in-house brand. This is the Cleansing Oil in Balm. It's the same concept. You use this when your face is still dry. And then you just rub it all over your face. It will kind of melt into that oil. Since I am dry, I really like using it just because it kind of gives me a little bit extra hydration, and then I can wash my face after. I am very dry, and if you are dry, even if you're oily, it's nice to exfoliate probably about once a week. I had to do it probably 2 or 3 times a week just because I get really dry. So the next one that I use, this is my exfoliator. This is from Dr. Brandt. This is their, what is this? Pore Dermabrasion. It's just like a little, it's really like sandy almost. It just feels like sand in there. But it really does a good job of exfoliating my face. So I really like using that one. This one, you can get this at Ulta. This one is a little pricey, but I don't remember how much this one was. I got it in my BoxyCharm, so I only paid $21 for it. So for moisturizers, I have 3 that I use. So for toners, I'm going to show you, really the only one that I use is the Lancome one. This is the Tonique Comfort. This is for dry skin, and you can see it's just thicker than like what a normal toner would be. But I really like this one. I use this every night with little like cotton rounds. So I use that before my moisturizer, and I've really been liking that one. And then this one, a lot of people think it is a toner. It is not. It is a clarifying lotion. This also kind of goes hand in hand with my exfoliator. So this is from Clinique. I am number 2 in their line. I think it goes up to 3. But I use this on a cotton round as well. I put a little bit on there, and then this one is like a toner you would just rub on your face, just doesn't matter where. This one you only use one time. So like once you put it on your cotton round, you only go over your forehead once. You don't touch your face again where you put that. Does that make sense? So like I go stripes like down my face like this with it, and across my chin and across my nose. But it's very exfoliating, so it's something that you don't just like keep rubbing all over your face. I really like that. It just kind of helps me get the extra makeup off, get the extra oil off, and then I can go in with my moisturizer. So for moisturizers, I have 3. These are all from Lancome. The first one I use, and I don't even know where the lid is, but this is the Be & Fay Multi-Vital Sunscreen Lotion, Broad Spectrum, SPF 30. It's like this. I really like this. It's more of like a white kind of sunscreen consistency. I like this if usually in the summer if I'm going to be outside. I do this before my makeup. It just gives me that extra sunscreen, and it just gives me a little bit extra moisturizer on my face. The next one I use, I don't use all of these 3 at once. I just go back and forth between them. This one is probably my favorite one to use in the morning. So this is the Lancome Hydrazine. I have been using this for a really long time, and I am just now like almost out of it. I'm going to use this one today before my makeup, but it is a gel, like a water-based gel. So even if you are oily, you still need to moisturize with a water-based gel. So this one is really good. This one is around 60-ish for this one, and I know Garnier has one called Moisture Bomb, and it's essentially the same thing, just a different brand. That one's like $12 or less, I think. But I really like the Hydrazine. It's an anti-stress moisturizing cream gel. I really like this one. So the next one I have, this one is a lot more on the pricier side, but I love this moisturizer, you guys. Luckily, I got this for free. I did not have to buy it. This is the Lancome Absolute Pressure Cells. This has SPF 15. This is a repairing and recovering day cream. This is really nice for somebody who has any kind of sun damage, or if you are someone who spends a lot of your time outdoors. It's really good. It's got rose stem cells, so it kind of just helps your cell turnover and produce just really pretty skin. But I love this. I use this morning and night usually. Because it's a little bit on the richer side, so I do like to use this for my nighttime routine. They do have the night cream, I just don't have it. But this one is around $400, I think, for these. But it's really nice. I mean, you definitely get your money's worth. And last but not least is an eye cream. You guys, if you do under eye concealer or anything, you need to be doing an under eye moisturizer every single day and night. It's going to keep your under eye hydrated. It's going to keep your moisturizer from creasing up. And just keeps your makeup looking nice under your eye, because sometimes it can just look super dry down there, and it's not cute. This one is from Lancome. Also, this is the Visionary U. I have been using this one for a little while. This one has like a little bit of a cooling effect, so in the mornings, if you can get kind of puffy under your eye, it's really good to kind of just calm your eye down. This one does instantly smooth out fine lines, and then over time it does wrinkles as well. So it is a really good, it's like a little balm effect, but I really have been loving that. Like I said, that one I have been using for a while, and I'm still not out of that one. But I am going to go ahead and start my moisturizer routine. And then I'm just using the Hydrazine one today. And then I'm going to go in with my eye cream. I do about half a pump, and that gives me that much. And then I just rub it on my 2 fingers and then rub it on both eyes. Lancome suggests using this one like 1 whole pump from 1 eye. I think that is a lot. You can do what you want to do if you get this, but I really just use a half pump for both eyes. And then we're just going to pat this. Whenever you do eye cream, you don't want to just be like rubbing your face. Like, your skin should not be moving. So you just pat it all underneath your eye. very, very gently. And that's it. We're done. You guys, it takes literally 2 seconds to do a moisturizer and an eye cream. So if you're someone who doesn't take care of your skin that well and you think you don't have time to do it in the mornings, if you have time, it literally takes 2 seconds. Your makeup will not look as good as what it can if you do not take care of the base underneath. So it is very important to take care of your skin. It's super important. So first I'm going to prime with the Laura Mercier foundation primer. I got this one for free from Influencer and I have been using this ever since. So I just do about that much and I rub this in just like I would a moisturizer. And this one gets a little tacky, which I like because it kind of just makes the makeup stick to it. So you just want to keep rubbing this one in until it just kind of gets a little tacky on your face. So I have seriously been completely like MIA for a long time on my YouTube. I have been like so busy. I started like an online business and I'll talk about that more in a minute. But I have been super busy, but I'm super excited to get my YouTube back on track here and being more consistent. So if you do have any you know, video recommendations or ideas or anything specifically you want me to show you how to do or just watch do, let me know in the comments down below. I really want to do videos that you all want to see. So the next thing I'm going to use is the Cover FX Blurring Primer. This one and the Laura Mercier for me have been like the best combo because I do the Laura Mercier all over my face and then I use the Cover FX just where I have like larger pores on the side of my face. This one is like super smoothing and I don't really put a lot of pressure when I'm putting this one on because I kind of just want it to lay across the skin. But I really just put this on my T-zone. And it just kind of helps smooth everything out. The next product I'm going to use, this one is actually a drugstore product. And I don't really use tons of drugstore products. But I have been hearing a lot about this one. And I was like, okay, well, like, I guess I'll try. But Makeup Revolution is a brand that they really just make dupes for the high-end products. And I like agree and disagree with that, but they really do make really good products at the same time. So this is from Makeup Revolution. This is their Conceal and Define foundation. If you use the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation, it's the same thing. I actually like this one a little bit more than the Clinique one. I like their shade range a lot better than the Clinique. Clinique is just a very pink foundation on me and I can't wear it because I'm very neutral, but I'm in the shade F5. It goes all the way down to F1. Usually if I'm going to try a drugstore foundation, I just go for the lightest shade that they have because a lot of times drugstore foundations do not make a foundation that is super light, that what I would need. So I went and I got the first one that I picked up. It was the lightest one they have. This is F1. I put this on my face and I was like, oh no, like it's super, super white. So if you are someone who is lighter than I am, you can wear this foundation, but it is super, super light. I could wear it, like it oxidized a little bit, and then after I do my bronze and everything, it looks okay, but I had to go all the way up to F5. So that just tells you the shade range that they have, which is really nice. So if you are someone who is very fair skinned and you don't want to spend a lot of money on your foundation, I would definitely do the Revolution one. This one is $12, $15 for it, and I have been using this one every day since I bought it. I really do like it. Okay, so I had to put my hair up because it is really getting in my way. So to apply this, I use a beauty blender. I have tried this with a brush and I liked it. I could still go with it, but I prefer it with the beauty sponge. So what I do is it looks like this. It's just a really big doe foot applicator, and I just kind of sweep this all over my face. And then I go back in again. And this one is full coverage. So if you wear foundation and you don't really like the full coverage look, this one may not be for you. It's really good full coverage, but to me, I feel like it still looks natural. Natural, like I feel like my version of natural is completely different than a lot of people's natural. I have been MIA for a while. I've started a online business. I didn't start it, I joined. And what I do is I have a Facebook business page and I go live on Facebook once a week. I'm about to go 2 times a week, but right now it's just 1 time a week. And I have a website, and I'll link it all below if you do want to check it out. But I shuck real oysters on Facebook Live, and they all have pearls in them, and then you order jewelry to get set in it. The first time I heard that, I was like, that's so weird. Like, why? Who does that? But it's super fun. It's super addicting. But yeah, I just go live usually on Wednesdays or Thursdays. And people go to my website, they order the jewelry that they want, and they come out to the video, and I will get their order instantly, and I will shuck oysters for them. It's all like sterling silver jewelry, so it's really nice quality jewelry. But it's super fun. That's what I have been doing a lot lately, and I still work my full-time job. I'm kind of making time for my YouTube because I really do miss filming in my room. It's therapeutic to me, but so I'm going to be more consistent, I promise. I feel like I've been very inconsistent with my YouTube, and it sucks. I'm gonna make time for it now, I promise. So you will see more of me if you want to see more of me. Maybe you don't, I don't know. I'm gonna be using the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer today. I am in the shade L9 Neutral, and I don't know like how I feel about this concealer. Like, I like it. It gets the job done, but I don't know. I don't think I will repurchase this just because it's not, I don't know, like something about it, and I can't really tell what it is about it that I don't care for, because it doesn't look bad on my skin. I don't know, I haven't really been loving it. I will still use it until I am out of it, but I probably will not repurchase them. I'm going to be using another drugstore product today. I have been seeing Nikki Tutorials on here on YouTube. She has been using this Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder for a while now. So I was like, okay, well, I'll try it, like if she used it. So it just looks like this. It's just a square thing. It's all loose powder. So that's what I have been using to set my under eye and the rest of my face with. And I'm super excited, this is random, but I'm super excited to go back and edit this footage because I have changed my camera settings. So hopefully it will be like better quality and you all can see me a little better. So let me know if you do like the camera settings, if you can even tell a difference. I can see me on my viewfinder and I can't really tell. I can tell a little bit that it's a little more sharper, a little more clear, but let me know if you can tell a difference. But I just use a sponge. I don't really use a brush anymore to set my makeup. I have been really liking the Beauty Blender to set my face with my powder. I feel like it just makes my makeup last like a little bit longer with my sponge. But I just dab that all over, and then your sponge should be kind of damp, so that way your powder just kind of melts into your skin. The next product I'm using is another drugstore, but you guys have seen me use this for a long time. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I'm almost out. Like, I have seriously had this, you guys, forever, and I'm just now starting to run out. So with fair skin, after you do your foundation, your concealer, and your powder, I use a bronzer just to kind of add some extra definition to my face. I am going to contour, but I'm gonna do a little bit of bronzer. You don't have to do this. That's completely up to you, but I do it just because I just like a transition color for my bronzer. So just as you would use a transition color for your eye makeup, I'm gonna use a transition color for my bronzer. This is my favorite one for when I'm really fair. If I do have fake tan on, I don't really like it as much. I will use the Too Faced one instead. But when I'm fair, I like the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula, and it smells so good. It smells like a coconut vacation. This one, they came out with this one first, and then they came out with like, it's like light medium or light, and then the other one's like medium dark. I don't know. This one just says bronzer, so I'm assuming I got this one when it first came out. But if you are fair, you can get the one that says like light medium, or if they even still have the one that just says bronzer. I would get that one because that one is the one that I really like. But I'm going to be using this on an Aesthetica P12 brush. Also, got this from BoxyCharm. And what I'm doing is I'm just kind of outlining where I'm going to contour. I'm not really trying to contour. I'm just putting this down where I am going to contour. And you can already see, like, it just kind of warms the face up, but you don't look orange. While I'm fair, this is an eyeshadow from Urban Decay in the shade Tease. This is seriously like the perfect contour shade, and you can see it looks very like gray, looks kind of purple on camera, but it's just the perfect shade for contour on fair skin, just because it looks such like a natural shadow because it's so cool. I use this brush from Morphe to contour. This is the M530 brush, and I'm just going to swirl this in my eyeshadow and contour. So a little bit, I'm going to do a more in-depth video on how to contour. I wasn't going to do one just because I feel like there are 9,000, more than 9,000. There are like 9 million videos on how to contour, but I have had a few people ask me to film one, so I'm going to do a more in-depth. So I'll talk more about that in the next video. To contour my nose, I'm going to use this Sephora brush. This is the Pro Tapered Crease Brush, number 19. I don't even know if they sell this anymore, but it just looks like that. I don't know if they sell it anymore. I bought it, I think it was like on clearance one time I bought it. So they may or may not have this, but any kind of brush that is like, you could even do one. This is also a Sephora brush. This is the Pro Smoky Shadow number 30. You could even use a brush like this to contour. I'm going to be using this brush today, but any smaller brush, I'm going to be using the same color that I did my cheeks with. And we just do a little bit. We're just going to dab. We're not going to like swirl it in. And I'm going to lightly contour my nose. And I really, I didn't always do this, but I started doing it like not too long ago, and I have been loving a contour nose. And then anytime if you feel like you need like blend dabs a little too harsh, you can go back over it with that sponge and blend it out. That way your nose is a little more defined, it's a little more shaped, and but the Urban Decay eyeshadow in the shade Tease. So if you are fair skin like me, go out and get this. It's super cheap too. It's like $19 or $20 I think for this. So worth it though. It lasts you forever because it's an eyeshadow, and it's really amazing. So for my blush today, I'm going to be using the Tarte blush in the shade Party. This one looks like this. I was going to go in with this shade right here. This is from Becca, the mineral blush in the shade Nightingale. I love this blush, but I'm not really sure on the eye color scheme that I'm going to do today, so I'm just going to go in with this blush because this is a very it's kind of natural blush. So I'm going to take this on it's like all scratched off. I've had this forever. This is an It Cosmetics number 227. This is their Flawless Blush Brush. And I'm going to put that on. And I just put my blush on this part. I don't really put it on like the apples of my cheeks. But you do. You can do whatever you want to do. But I just kind of go from the side and then back up to my hairline. Like so. Like, do you guys ever have like bad brow days? I'm sure I'm not the only one, but like sometimes my brows turn out like perfect, and then some I'm like, oh my god. And today is that in-between day. For my eyes, we're going to be using the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. This is from the Vault collection. This one is the Armed and Dangerous palette. And first of all, I just want to show you all the packaging because this packaging is so beautiful. And then look at these colors. Oh my god. I seriously love this palette, you guys. I am definitely going to go out and buy the other ones. I freaking love these palettes. I love the price point. These are only, I think these were like $15, $12, $15, but so good. I was very worried about the inconsistency because I know some people are still claiming that their eyeshadows are inconsistent. I was really worried about like the olive color in here. and I've swatched it, I've used it, and it's beautiful. Like, so I'm very, very, very pleased with this palette, and I cannot wait to get the other ones to try out. I'm probably going to do another video on all of them because I think I'm going to go out and buy all the last 3 palettes, and then I will do like a video on like a certain look with all those palettes. So let me know if you would like to see those kind of videos. So I'm going to take, this is the Morphe M441 brush. I'm going to take the shade Access, which is this very yellow shade right here. And I'm going to just pack my brush up with this shadow. And this is going to be our transition shade. Okay, so I'm going to zoom you guys in, and now you're like super close. Awesome, now you can all see like my texture and everything. This one is the shade Agent. I'm gonna take that one right there, and I'm gonna pretty much do the same thing but a little bit lower. Like, I'm not gonna take it as high up that I took that yellow shade, like so. And I don't even really know what kind of look that I'm doing, but it will come out. Like, that's why I never really know anymore what kind of look I'm going to do. I'm going to go in with this brush right here. This is also from Morphe. This is the M514 brush. It's just kind of like a smaller version of the M441. And I'm going to take the shade Secure, which is the last orange shade in the palette. And I'm going to do the exact same thing, just a little bit lower. I always keep my darker shades on the outer part of my eye for some reason. I don't know. I think it makes my eyes look a little bit bigger. And I just like the way that looks. So I'm going to take that very first brush that I had, and I'm just going to go over everything. I'm not adding any more product. I'm just going to smooth everything out. I'm going to go in the shade Smooth Criminal, which is that dark brown shade. I'm going to put that kind of over what I did, and this is just going to add some like definition to the eye. And then we're going to blend, 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 and blend some more. But these shadows really do blend like seamlessly. I'm really impressed with the shadows in this palette. So after that shade, we're going to go back in with that same first brush that we used. Again, no extra product on that brush, but we're just going to blend everything out. I'm going to go back in with that Smooth Criminal shade, which is that first brown shade you're going to use. And then I'm going to take the shade Prowl, which is the darkest brown shade. Same brush, I'm not changing brushes. This one is just darker, so it's just going to add even more depth to our eyes. So next we're going to take the shade Guilt Trip, which is this lighter gold one right here. That is going to be used on our actual lid. So I usually just use my finger with this, just because I feel like it works better. So I'm going to put that down, and that is just this really gold shade. And I just pat it out to blend. So to mesh, what did I just say? To perfectly mesh these two shades, we're going to use the shade Classified, which is this gold kind of bronze shade right here. I'm going to take a little bit of that, again, it's going to be on my finger, and right where the brown and this gold come like mesh, I'm going to put that down. So for our inner corner highlight, we're going to use the shade VIP, which is this really white shimmery shadow. We're also going to use this shade to highlight the brow bone. Oh, look at that shadow. I love it. And this is just going to help open our eyes up. Perfect. I'm going to take a little bit more on that brush and then just go underneath my brows. Alright, so for the lower lash line, I zoomed you all out because it's making me like nervous and I'm like so self-conscious when y'all can see my face so close. So we're gonna take a step back. For our lower lash line, this is when we're actually gonna get that smoky, kind of just a darker shade. So I am gonna take the shade Prowl, which is that really dark shade that we used. I'm gonna take this on a Morphe M213 brush. I'm just taking a little bit of that and I'm gonna put this right underneath where my lashes connect to my skin. Does that make sense? So like essentially just going to draw on top of your lashes, but you want to keep this line fairly thin. And we're going to go all the way in today. Normally I don't go all the way into my inner corner, but I really want like a smoky look today. To blend that out, we're going to use the Morphe M506 brush, and I'm going to take the shade Agent, which is a little bit more like the orangey shade right here on the end. So we're going to take that and we're just going to blend and smoke all of this out. Like so. So for our eyeliner today, I'm going to be using the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. This is my one and only eyeliner. I don't use anything else. Every once in a while I'll use a gel liner, but really if I'm going to do a wing liner, it's going to be with this NYX liner. This is my all-time favorite. And I'm just going to do like a simple wing today. I'm not going to do anything crazy. And I am pretty sure I have filmed a wing liner tutorial, but I will look for that and see if I do. Because I know some people have been asking me to do that kind of tutorial. Sorry, I can't talk like super fast when I'm doing my wing liner. I'm going to be using, this is also a NYX product. This is just their kohl liner. I'm going to be using this on my waterline today. Just a little bit. Just to kind of fill in my eyes. And I'm going to use that same little smudger brush that I use. I don't have any extra product on it, but I'm just going to use that to kind of just smudge that kohl liner out. For my mascara, I have been loving this mascara. This is the Milk Makeup Kush mascara. It is seriously, it has little like fibers in it, which I normally don't care for, just because I wear contacts. And a lot of times the fibers will just like fall out throughout the day and they get into my contacts or they just fall down on my cheek. But this mascara is amazing. I don't know if it has claims that do this, but I swear since using this, my lashes are longer. Like, I don't know if that's just my imagination, but I really swear that my lashes are longer. The highlighter that I'm going to use is the Makeup Forever Starlit powder in a shade 13. This is very optional because this is a very bright highlight. So if you don't like that kind of look, then I would stay away from this one. But I love me a blinding highlight. I'm going to take this on, this is another Morphe brush. This is the M510 brush. I've taken on, I'm going to take some setting spray and just wet that brush and dry it off a little bit. And then we're just going to put this on. But I just love like the wet face look. Like I love, it just being like super bright. So for lipstick today, I'm going to be using my one and only, this is the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Lolita. This is my, seriously, like my ride or die liquid lipstick. I love the formula of this one. I love the color of it. So this is what we're going to be using today. I feel like I have used this color in almost all of my little tutorials on here, but it is seriously, you guys, like just the best color. So that is it for our tutorial, you guys. This is my everyday fall makeup for fair skin. I am going to do, I think, a little bit more of a more dramatic look or an evening time look. So if you do want to see that, let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!